Hi, I'm Terry Buettner, Account Development and Agronomy Support Manager with Ward Laboratories. And today we're here doing another installment of our Tuesday informational video series. Today I have the pleasure of hosting Dr. Maria Bowman with the Soil Health Partnership. Maria is the lead scientist for Soil Health Partnership. And so we're going to go through and do a little Q&A session with her today. So good afternoon, Maria.
Good afternoon, Terry.
All right, we'll jump right into it. Maria, the first question, tell us a little bit about Soil Health Partnership and your role there.
So Soil Health Partnership is a program of the National Corn Growers Association, and NCGA's main offices are located in St. Louis, Missouri. They also have an office in Washington, D.C. And Soil Health Partnership promotes the adoption of soil health practices like cover crops and reduced tillage for economic and environmental benefit. And how do we do that? Well, we partner with farmers as they're trying out soil health practices on their farm, and then we're measuring some of those economic and environmental benefits, and also the risks of changing and adopting new soil health practices. And my role at SHP as lead scientist is to, I oversee all of our research partnerships and the on-farm research that we do. What that means is, depending on the day, I might be speaking at a conference, video conferencing with an external researcher at a university, talking with some lab partners, or making decisions about the types of data that we're going to collect. And I love my job because it never gets boring. I always have something fun to do, and I also get to get out and talk with farmers, which I didn't get to do in my previous role as a government researcher very much.
I see. Okay. Well, the next one, how does Soil Health Partnership use laboratory analysis of soil to help producers along on their soil health journey?
So when an SHP farmer signs up with us to work on a research trial, they're typically signing up to work on a strip trial or a side-by-side trial. And they're going to be doing some baseline soil sampling and then doing follow-up soil sampling every year or every 2 years, depending on whether it's basic nutrient analysis or soil health analysis. And the goal there would be to see where they're at before they start implementing a practice like cover crops or no-till, and then follow their progress along that journey. So, you know, we're not always seeing changes, especially with some of those soil health indicators right off the bat, but just getting farmers in the habit of testing as they're going through this process and looking for those changes in their soil is really important. We're often repackaging results and trying to give them back to farmers in a way that might help them with decision making, even if they're not seeing a clear pattern in those results over time. So mapping them out, looking at them over the whole research field, and trying to look for differences in the strip trials between the control and the treatment across the field.
I see. Okay, you recently released a business case for cover crops. Can you tell us about that?
So in January, we released our first, what we're calling our first SHP business case, and it features Mike Bias, who is a farmer in Indiana. And in that business case, we focused on the weed control benefit that he experienced from planting a wheat cover crop on his operation. So Mike plants a wheat cover crop every year on about 300 acres of highly erodible land on his operation. He doesn't have to do that for HEL compliance, but he adds that to his soil conservation plan there, and he broadcasts that wheat cover crop seed out there. It's bin run wheat seed, so it's a little cheaper to source. And what he finds is that he has a weed control benefit of putting that wheat cover crop out there, in addition to some soil erosion benefits. But we tried to quantify the weed control benefit by talking with Mike, and he put that at about $10 an acre. So sometimes it means he's spraying less or spraying a less costly mix of herbicides throughout the year. And so when he combines that with a cover crop seed cost of about $6 an acre, he has about a $4 per acre net benefit from that weed control of the cover crop. So that's just one of the benefits that he experiences. I'm sure if we were able to quantify the soil erosion or some of the environmental benefits, we could add those on there, but that was the one that we talked about in that business case.
Okay, very good. Okay, and finally, how can producers learn more about programming that Soil Health Partnership offers?
So our website, Soil Health Partnership website, is a great way to do it. If you just Google Soil Health Partnership, soilhealthpartnership.org will pop up there. We can also connect via field days. So we have a team of 9 field staff throughout our geography, and every summer, health situation permitting, we host many field days. So connecting via field day is one opportunity. We also have a webinar series called the Soil Sessions webinars. And we feature topics like, I think next month we're going to be talking about aerial seeding. We try and hit topics that are of interest to farmers in our network. We've had ones on grazing, soil health indicators, all over the map, and we record those and we put them on our website. So that's a great opportunity to connect. And we also have a blog called the Digging In blog on our website. And another good option is we recently launched a podcast. So I had the dubious honor of being the first guest on the podcast this month. So you can go hear more about the business case there. And we're going to be featuring other people of soil health on that podcast as well.
All right, well, very good. Well, Maria, thank you very much for visiting with us this afternoon. And on behalf of Ward Laboratories, have a great spring.
Thanks, Terry. My pleasure, and we appreciate partnering with you all.
Okay, thank you.